Hello and welcome to Bird's Nest Designs. My name is Denise and I am thrilled to be here today to share with you this adorable Z-fold whale card. This little cutie is just absolutely adorable. I love how you open it up and inside this looks like a beautiful card front with your message here. I love it. The set, the Whale Done stamp set with the Whale Builder Punch are available in the catalog as a bundle. It also has Whale of a Time 6x6 DSP that we're also going to use today. That is stunning. The colors, everything about it is absolutely beautiful. So the color scheme for today's card is Pretty Peacock, Blackberry Bliss, and the white crumb cake and the beautiful designer series paper. So I'm going to set this aside and get to showing you how to make this little beauty. So first thing is I've got our card base here cut. So the card base is 8.5 by 5.5 and it is scored in half at 4 1/4, and then it's scored again in half on this side at 2 1/8. So when we fold this card, we're going to go in here on this score line and then we're going to fold this flap back towards the edge like so. Okay, so when you open the card, it's going to open like that. So again, it's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, and scored at 2 1/8. So I'm going to bring my bone folder in to give this a nice crisp burnish, so it lays nice and flat. Okay, so that's our card base to start. Now I've gone ahead and cut out the Blackberry Bliss pieces here. So we've got 3 of them. The first one is going to go in the inside of the card here against the back, and that one is cut 5 by 4 1/4. So we're just going to bring in the Stampin' Seal to adhere that piece in directly. Oops. Put that right in here like so. Okay. Then these other pieces here are cut 5 1/4 by 1 7/8. Okay, so that's going to give the equal border all around the edge like so. So again, I'll just put that in. When you're putting this piece in, you do want to make sure that the tops are going to line up across. Even if your spacing here, like mine, isn't perfectly even here and here, you do want to try and make this piece as even to this piece as possible because it's going to be more obvious when you open it up. Okay, so here we've got the start of our card. Again, it's going to fold in like that and open. So I've gone through and I've found the designer series paper that I wanted to use, which is this piece here. Okay, on the back are these cute little school of fish. So I've used this image because I wanted to have the base of the ocean floor on the front panel. So taking this piece, I've cut 2 pieces that measure 1 5/8 by 5. And those are going to layer on directly like that on here. Okay. Again, you want to make sure that your designer series paper is lining up as best you can with each other, as well as being centered on the Blackberry Bliss. Okay, so there is the basis of our card base, okay? Now the only thing we have left to do is to do our cute little whale and our inside piece here. So I'm gonna just set that aside, and ahead of time I've gone ahead and using the Stitch So Sweetly framelit dies right here, these little lovelies. I've gone ahead and I've cut out the white in the third size here, the third smallest, no sorry, 1, 2, 3, the fourth smallest, and then I've gone ahead and cut a peacock one out of the next size up. Okay, so those, see how beautifully they layer together, and I love, I don't know if you can see that, the beautiful stitching and the scallops are so pretty. So that again is the Stitch So Sweetly dies. They are returning from the previous catalog, but they are available in this current catalog as well, and I was super excited to see that. So before we get too far, we're going to take the white piece here and we're going to start with the crumb cake ink pad. And I've got this little image here, and we're going to do second generation stamping. So inked once, stamped twice. So I'm going to take this beauty and I'm going to stamp right there, lift, oh, being stuck there, and then just slide it over, move it down a little bit to get that second very faint image. Now my salutation I've chosen is "You're kind of a big deal." How perfect and cute is that with the whale image? So in Pretty Peacock, I'm going to take and stamp that. And that's going to go right here on the bottom. Just like so. Okay. Now to get this on here, I'm going to use some dimensionals to give it a little lift. So 4 on the back should be plenty. And I'm just going to center that in the stitch lines like so. And that piece is going to get adhered to the front of here. But remember that you only want to put adhesive on half of this image. You don't want it sticking, your card won't open. That would be quite the trick. So we're going to just stick the adhesive here. And we're going to center it like so. And just give it a good burnish so that it's going to stick really well, like that. Now the inside of the card is just going to be plain, left plain white. Normally I like to stamp the inside of my cards, but because this one is visible from the outside, I don't want to distract from what we've got going on the front. So I'm just going to leave it blank like that. Okay, so the last and final thing that we have to do is to add the whale. And what I've done, again, I've taken a piece of 6x6 paper from the Whale of a Time Designer Series paper pack, and it's got these beautiful whale images that fit perfectly inside the Whale Builder Punch. So we could stamp the whale ourselves with the stamp set, but this is so much simpler, so much quicker, and you can choose the color whale you want. For this card, I want to use the Blackberry Bliss. So I'm just going to come in here, and without wrecking any of these other full whole whales, because I might need them in the future, I'm going to just get him out like so. And then using the punch upside down, I'm going to line him up like so. Oop. Pop them out. And there we have a perfect whale that we're going to put right on the front here like that. Again, I want to add some dimensional so that he's lifted, popping out of there. Like that. And there you go. Our beautiful whale Z-fold card. How easy was that? Super simple to do using the beautiful whale suite. All of the products coordinate so nicely and it makes our creating so much fun. So thank you again for stopping in today. I hope you'll stop on over at my blog, createwithbirdsnest.ca, stay up to date on what's going on. And thank you again for stopping in. I hope to see you soon.